All right, hey everyone, we are back here for Golf Clash. You can see we drew Sakura hole 4, par 5. So this is one of the holes where it will be questionable as to whether or not I can win on this hole with eagle or not. And it's going to be dependent upon the wind. And you can see I do have a quarterback on. And it's quite possible that if my opponent gets a really favorable second wind, that he could get to the green into, especially using a kingmaker. What we're going to try to do is we're going to ball down a little bit, just in case we do lose. We're not going to forfeit too much. So that's one of the biggest tips that I can give you guys as a start. So knowing how much side spin my opponent has, I'm going to try to match suit with his side spin ability. And, go with a quasar. At least I kind of split the difference. Otherwise, I might have gone with the navigator. But I want to make sure that if we do get to shoot out, that I am fully prepared to at least have some, just in case my opponent gets a very distinct advantage with side spin on a hole. He's already going to have a wind advantage. And you can see here I am. I put it out in play just with the straight approach. Let's see how much I got outdrove by. It's about maybe a good 40 yards, but as you can see, my opponent also has Guardian, which is going to make this hole a little bit more challenging to begin with. And it's going to be more of a layup shot for both of us. So I'm going to teach you how to lay up on this hole effectively. I do like to go over where my opponent is, but it's also not necessary. I won't be able to because you saw where I was, but this just kind of reiterates my point as to why I'm using this bag and everything. My opponent can only get it this close to the green, and he really would have had to force his hand to get it up there to the green, even with a really solid bag, not getting the wind on the second shot. So keeping that in mind really helps. And here you can see, I'm just going to lay up over here, nothing really special, not really any power, spin, anything. I'm just going to put it out here and play, nothing fancy. I just really need to get it to long iron range, which where I just put it is more than enough to get into long iron range. So here you can see I do like where my opponent is in terms of his chance to make this is relatively high, but at the same time we can make ours as well. So I'm going to try to walk you through that. And let's see what my opponent does. Looks like he's going to go for a full backspin shot. And just didn't get behind the hole. So let's see what I can do with this one. So here's min club. First thing we're always going to do is we're going to just size it up. We're kind of at mid club. I told you at max in the intro guide that Goliath, my Goliath right now is at 2 per ring. So I might play it maybe 2 1/4 per ring in this scenario because it's more at mid club. So you're going to see me probably play about 2 1/4, which is going to be just a shade or almost right at 2 rings here. So that's what you're going to see me do here. And just kind of center in the circle here. And we're going to use the backstop, hopefully get this to roll down towards the club. So I do like this line. It has a good chance. And there it curls right into the cup. So there you have it. Even laying up gives us a really solid chance, especially with some precision, especially with a relatively straightforward wind, that we can still get the eagle and we can still find a way to make that. So if you don't, you might want to replay my shot so you can see exactly where I put that ball guide to make that shoot down in the hole. There's basically, if you're looking at the green grids, I went right in between the light and the dark. It's basically right on the edge, and that is the money spot that you want to stop the ball at the top there to where it'll just back feed and it'll just slightly break to the right into the cup. So if you want to replay that video and see exactly where I stop that ball, that's going to be your basically your aim point that you're going to try to play no matter what the wind is. You're going to try to get it to stop right in that same spot. So good luck with that. You know, I wish you guys success there. And, you know, at the very least, you know, we miss that and we go to shootout. And that's going to be at least, you know, 30-40% of the time, at least, you're not going to need to eagle that hole to get the shootout. So, you know, it is a really favorable chance that, you know, we can win with eagle, or at the very least, you know, even with quarterback, you can see we give ourselves a good opportunity to at least still have an eagle pitch. So good luck there, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next tutorial video.